Maricela Calaton with another episode of Scope. For many years, the livestock industry has been stagnant due to many failing reasons. However, this time, agriculture is a major priority for the government. Launakalana estate in the Rigo district of Central Province was abandoned for years, but people working behind livestock are reviving this. The main reason is to increase stock and lower imports.
Livestock in Papua New Guinea is quiet, as importing livestock has been a major role for the industry. But this time the tables are turning and work is being put to the livestock in the country.
More emphasis in the next 3 years will be...
Last year, during Deputy Prime Minister John Ross's 47th Independence flag raising ceremony, highlighted the country's development achievements and challenges over the past 46 years and recharted a meaningful course for progress in the next 50 years and beyond. He stated that the government is working with the livestock industry to revive the reopening of cattle ranches, such as Launakalana and abattoirs throughout the country to improve import substitution and domestic food security.
The rural masses who are engaged in agriculture are our biggest asset that can be easily employed in the sector once we provide them with support and workable initiatives to toil the land. Our government will continue to provide price support and freight subsidy for major commodities.
Fast forward to almost a year later, the Livestock Development Corporation Limited, or LDC, is putting the work to ship cattle to Launakalana to finally revive the ranch. On the 29th of December, the first shipment of cattle from Sialum into Waisiasi district of Moresby province was brought to the shores of Kyapara village in Rigo district of Central Province. The 187 heads of cattle were brought by LDC were from smallholder farmers in Sialum. According to statistics, LDC has spent almost 1.5 million kina on this exercise, including the purchase of each cow and bull from the local farmers. This news team traveled back to Kyapara, about a 3-hour drive, to see the offload of the second shipment of cattle from Sialum and Erap LLG in Moresby province. 165 cattle arrived on the shores of Kyapara on Wednesday, the 23rd of August. Offloading them was the day's challenge. As dusk settled, only 3 were unloaded. 164 cattle boarded the ship in Leh, Moresby province. 1 calf was birthed during the 5-day trip.
We are here to welcome the second shipment of cattle that left Leh several days ago, and they were able to make it through to Milne Bay waters and to arrive in Central Province. We loaded 164 in Leh, including the ones from Sialum. And on the way to Port Moresby, one of the cows gave birth, so we now have about 165.
There was a delay in the shipment of cattle from Leh to Kyapara due to bad weather. Sialum branch manager Kara Wenes confirmed this last week. He said weather is considered before making shipments of any such cargo. The cattle arriving are from Sialum and Erap LLG in Moresby province. From here, they will be taken to Launakalana estate, 20 minutes away from here.
Launakalana holds about 4,000 hectares of land. We are hoping to increase the numbers up to 1,000 before the end of the year.
The increase in meat production will be in no doubt for Central Province, as the second shipment of cattle arrived, increasing the numbers to roughly 300.
Launakalana holds about 4,000 hectares of land. We are hoping to increase the numbers up to 1,000 before the end of the year.
The increase in meat production will be in no doubt for Central Province, as the second shipment of cattle arrived, increasing the numbers to roughly 300. We traveled back a week later to see the progress of the lay cattle in a different land, and so far the cattle and the ranch are running smoothly.
We're happy about it. This is a government's initiative to increase the numbers of livestock, especially cattle in the country. While so many people are talking, we are working. So I would like to get everybody to stop talking and come and work with us, because if you do not do it, nobody's going to do it for us.
Launakalana Farmer Supervisor Kaile Korowi shared that the first shipments of cattle back in December 2022 are growing and increasing in the ranch.
Only roughly liktas all mi plagat strong blabanis, so mi play catering mall na feeding mall stop. So when something come up behind him also mi no sabe, but at least mi put him long quarantine kind also long sample days long sample all long good long inside belly come one time okay mi play raus him long are lo solwara na long year to put him inside long stockyard na after 4 or 5 days mi play raus him go long paddock no kai around stop.
For the first shipment of cattle, roughly more than 10 calves were born in the space of 9 months. Korowi stated that the increase of cattle means that food supply in the area is not an issue.
So far all Karam Longan also over 11 of them me play counting name stop. But plenty mama only got bell. So hopefully me play reach him 15 over or close to 20 by come up next 2 months or something. All first batch come long in. Only been come, all come lose weight na only skeleton na come. But all come up Launakalana and all grow fatty ones as also me black and looking long in. Backside long, Mia. All sample I know maybe kaika good, maybe long sheep making, but for the last 6-5 months only put on weight. All current plenty more and minimal some kaika stop, so only put on now only deliver na this like na second batch come here, master all come here, so all come on the weight na. You will go with the wrong land also, but same ground, same grass stuff, so me blow also by improve plenty.
During the arrival of second shipment recently, Managing Director for Livestock Development Corporation Limited, Terry Coyne, said he is aiming for 1,000 cattle to be brought to Launakalana Estate for breeding.
Cattle are raised in the country to produce beef, veal and dairy products. More cattle means the country will benefit more from these products rather than importing.
More than 200 cattle are currently in the Launakalana paddocks, as well as 6 goats and 3 horses.
You may look out him cow ba look out him bla plenty ways. You know about what stop long when lay or again or simbu or melinbe or rabao lem about stop close to you. So sample dog fishing round and also sample big bull you can sim 20,000 gina. Suppose you slaughter him good na put him go long all meat long all na you sell him. So suppose kind money can come up. All small order farmers, please you must try him na look out him good, breed him. You need him help him come lo mi bla. He got training program to stop by me can help him you bla. You know plenty ways, but when mi bla na bla help him by less time in. You bla need him more cow. Mi bla gad lo ye by me na bla help him you bla long slatu.
Furthermore, Korowi stated that there was about 10 smallholder farmers in the province, but due to the decrease in farming of livestock, farmers were also unable to farm animals.
Mi play ting long raisimol pig one time kagaru too, and then try lo move go long all smallholder farmers.
Meantime, the communities surrounding Launakalana Estate are said to be respectful to the property, animals farmed as well as the workers. At the moment, the Launakalana Farmer Supervisor said there are about 17 local boys employed at the farm. 6 are permanent, the rest are casuals. Korowi sees that involving local boys in assisting with the farm is his way of helping surrounding communities as well. He said security is not a major issue, but availability of water for the animals is a challenge.
Comparing all Narbla areas where me been walk along in, comparing Launakalana, all community nice pla true. Only respect him ibla, respect him school, respect him all workman, all property. Maybe some minor incidents come up, that's all them also as expected ang ground kain also igat negative na positive to stop. So generally good la community miblagat good la community relationship staff.
Launakalana is aiming for the paddocks to be filled and for the increase in farming across the province and the country.
When we come back, strengthening tuna sustainability and industry development in the Blue Pacific continent through increased innovation, partnership, and participation at all value supply chain levels. Described as a paramount event in the world of marine conservation and fisheries management, the 8th Pacific Tuna Forum 2023 convened in Port Moresby early this month, bringing together representatives from 45 countries and more than 300 visitors. The forum provided opportunity for 35 expert speakers in various aspects of the tuna and fisheries industry to speak on their passion and adverse roles in the sector. The theme of the 8th PTF was strengthening tuna sustainability and industry development in the Blue Pacific continent through increased innovation, partnership, and participation at all value supply chain levels. In this context, InfoFish and the National Fisheries Authority of Papua New Guinea, together with other regional organizations, organized the forum with the health of the world's oceans facing unprecedented challenges. This forum becomes an essential avenue for collaborative dialogue and action. The Pacific Tuna Forum gathering is known for its profound impact on the sustainable management of tuna resources and preserving the Western and Central Pacific Ocean, as the region contributes almost 60% of the global tuna harvest. The 2023 PTF drew international attention as stakeholders came together in Port Moresby to address pressing challenges and to chart a course for the future of the tuna industry.
I am from an ocean state. For us in the Cook Islands, it is from the ocean that we derive our history and our connection to each other, our culture, our livelihoods, and our being as Pacific peoples. As custodians of nearly 20% of the Earth's surface, our collective future as a region lies in our Pacific Ocean. Importantly, the theme shines through in this very forum. The innovation and ideas you share, the best practice and challenges on your agenda, and the way this event is structured goes to the core of partnership, participation, and collaboration. These are key to ensuring a sustainable, inclusive, and prosperous Pacific. But as many here will appreciate, how best we rise to the future often depends on how we've learned from the past.
Ensuring all voices are heard is critical in ensuring a sustainable and viable tuna industry in the Western and Central Pacific Ocean region.
Our focus in the coming years should be on the full spectrum of sustainability, preparation for the impacts of climate change, the fight against IUU, increasing sound investments in our different countries, and adding value to our wonderful tuna resource. And to do all that, we need cooperation at all levels and by all parts of our tuna world.
Overall, the sustainability and solidarity of tuna through cooperation between Pacific Island countries and territories was a key emphasizing theme throughout many of the sessions.
The importance of this event is clearly illustrative from the growing number of participants at each forum, including the number of countries and representations from the other regions. From within the Pacific and Greater Pacific region, we are now evolving with increasing numbers from international participants as far as Europe, the USA, and Latin America. At this 2023 8th Pacific Tuna Forum, we have more than 250 participants registered from over 40 countries.
In his closing remarks on the final day of the forum, National Fisheries Authority Managing Director Justin Ilakini conveyed his gratitude to fellow forum organizers and participants.
When we started off, we didn't know how far we would have come. And we have been presented with an opportunity to make important decisions that will affect the future of our children and their children's children. So I think it's for that purpose that we are all here today and for the last 2 days. To our friends from the region, we've known each other for so long, and I'm really happy to see you all the way from Cook Islands, from FSM, from Kiribati, from all over the place, including our friends from outside of the region. Together, we can create a better future for the Blue Continent.
The discussions and presentations that took place at the forum will contribute to putting sustainable tuna development and investment issues at the forefront for governments, industries, and associated stakeholders throughout the Pacific Island region. Mr. Ilakini conveyed this message better by stating that the sharing of quality and useful information in the Tuna Forum will contribute to enabling our region to evolve from only focusing on sustainable tuna management to embracing employment opportunities in investment to achieve a greater retention of the market value of the billion-dollar tuna fisheries sector to remain within the Pacific Island region. Dr. Manu Matavai Tupo-Rosen, the first woman to be appointed as Director General for the Forum Fisheries Agency, further reinforced this message.
And time and again, our Pacific people stand up and face those challenges head on. And we remember why we do what we do and why we must cooperate. Our fisheries, our children, our future. Thank you.
After the break, PNG international boxer works with youngsters to take boxing back to its former glory. Boxing is one of the oldest sports in Papua New Guinea. It has been on the sporting stage for many decades with a great fan base. At one occasion in 1976, September 21, the late Grand Chief Sir Michael Somare adjourned the House of Assembly meeting to witness the infamous Martin Benny fight against Australian boxer Colin Cassidy. Benny defeated the Australian lightweight champion for the first time and concluded PNG's first independence celebration in style. Such was the interest in boxing until the country was exposed to other sports. Since then, boxing has been overshadowed by the rise of other sports including rugby league, which started to gain prominence. With an aim of making boxing regain its former glory, Raka Boxing Club was established.
The Raka Boxing Club is an initiative of PNG representative lightweight boxer Junior Kauko Raka. He initiated the boxing club purposely to give young boxing enthusiasts an avenue to expose their talents through proper coaching and guidance. The boxing club also works to promote the code in the country. It does this by taking fighters to local tournaments in the city. Fighters put their training into practice when they bout against fellow fighters in the 15 other boxing clubs in the nation's capital. Raka also has been in negotiations with his international promoters in Philippines to have the young boxers test their skills and talents abroad. Raka said this program is not about money, but about giving young people the opportunity to play in the sports of their preference and promote the code. Some fighters find this program helpful and are grateful. Captain of the Raka Boxing Club, Trevor Minak, has been with the club since 2022. He had nothing but praise for Raka for giving opportunities to young men like him and others to pursue boxing. It has been helpful to them.
Yeah, I look up to Junior Raka because he really wants to promote the sport. So he's helping many young people, pursue boxing in a career, because if they were to do it themselves, it would be very hard. So he's, in his career and his fights overseas, he's setting the path for us to, pursue our own career and become great in boxing. So that's why I look up to him like that.
Raka has some exciting talents who can get on the international stage, but they need exposure. Raka has gone international. He wants the same for his boxers. Raka Boxing Club has been participating in the NCD boxing tournament since August this year. Boxers participate in various stages: kids from 9 to 12 years old, youth at 12 to 15, novice at 15 to 17, and seniors. Both boys and girls have been participating, a great sign for the code. The club is calling on the aspiring female boxers to join the club.
Okay, lo side lo girls, I mean big planet lo sa insala country. Implan got plenty of girls. So me lo I think me got few girls or stuff, but me needing plenty more girls lo come inside. I think two problem plus staff lo national team, not two girls plus staff lo national team. So no narapla all still all beginner set, so yeah. So lo mi play, yes, mi play need him straight all girls. Lo team club lo mi play and NCD2 and then also PNG. So me encourage Musa people all girls staff outside. Mi plus a training lo ya every Monday, Wednesday from 4:30 to 5:45. So please people can come.
Registration for each boxer in the Raka Boxing Club is 250 kina per year. Club captain Minak said this is affordable.
When I first joined boxing, I used to look for clubs all over the place on social media and these places, and they charge fees very high. But when I came, I talked to Raka. He made it very clear to me. He doesn't charge these very high fees. He teaches us the basics, and he just really, he wants us to succeed. He's not seeking to make his own profit in, these little clubs and stuff. He really wants to promote the sport.
The boxing club has been actively participating in the NCD boxing tournament. Both male and female fighters have been going great with their fights in the tournament. Raka commented that their commitment to training and dedication to what they do is commendable. Their training venue is at Sir John Guy Stadium from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. weekdays. Programs like this can help improve the standard and competitiveness of boxing in the country, like rugby league and other sports. The NCD boxing director and PNG's champion boxer is urging the government and PNG Boxing Union to look into needs of established boxing clubs and work closely with them to establish a boxing academy in the country so that the sport can return to its former glory.
And that's been another edition of Scope. Thank you for your company. Good night.